here in the rural hills of Guatemala in a small indigenous Mayan village. Though cut off from much of the country, change is afoot here in Los Magueyes. 3 years ago, a local nonprofit, People for Guatemala, urged the local women to form a development council to discuss their living situation, identify challenges, and seek solutions. The women, who represent over 30 families, agreed that the most pressing issues were respiratory problems due to the use of open wood stoves, lack of clean drinking water, and poor sanitation. They presented a proposal for a Chapin-style stove, which not only uses a chimney to direct harmful smoke out of the kitchen, but uses a lot less firewood, reducing household costs and preventing deforestation as well. After familiarizing themselves with a demo model for the community, the women pledged to share the costs to install one of these stoves for each of their families.
Solo dos leña puede echar, uno de este y este, y después se echa.
They also partnered with Peoples for Guatemala to obtain water filters to cut down on the high incidence of disease spread by the contaminated water sources. They even researched a more effective, longer-lasting filter and made the financial pledge to come up with the extra money. Clean water is that important to them.
Pero ya colocándolo aquí y después cuando ya aquí ya es puro cristal.
The next pressing problem here are the unsanitary latrines, which attract and produce a lot of flies and mosquitoes that spread disease. Okay. Another peril of these old latrines is the danger of children falling in and drowning inside. Ah, sí.
Y cuando hay muchas, por ejemplo, tormentas que llueve demasiado, en lugar de ellos poder ir, más bien ahí sale todo. Entonces era un contaminante directo y ellos tomaban de esa misma agua.
Aquí le voy a poner.
Ah, bueno.
Aquí le voy a poner la letrina.
Fortunately, with $1,500, Cause and Effect was able to finance the construction of 5 new latrines for these families in need. Sides here, there's 2 different holes, and what they do is they'll use one hole for about 6 months, and then they'll take the seat off and put it onto the other hole here. By separating the 2 types of waste, that's how we can form the compost, which then can then be used in the fields.
Y no había olor, no había mal olor y estaba seco, y no había moscas. Y a la par, ella cocinando y su letrina a la par. Entonces
ya sabe usar todo eso, sí.
Bueno.
Es para evitar algún accidente.
Once they're instructed how to build the latrines and provided with the supplies, the families come together to build these 5 latrines together, helping foster a communal spirit here in Los Magueyes. They are also proud to point out that though organizations such as Cause and Effect and Peoples for Guatemala help finance these latrines, each family also contributes to the costs involved, which fosters a stake of ownership and encourages conscientious upkeep of the facilities. It's our pleasure to be able to help them help themselves by helping provide the materials that they need to build these latrines. They will...
le gusta usar, él ya no se vaya. Solo aquí.
One last thing I have to do, and that is I have to use the facilities.
Okay. Él va a usar el baño ahorita.
Comunidad y agradecerle a la organización Cause y Effect por el apoyo que nos van a brindar para financiar las 5 letrinas, que va a ser un cambio para las familias que aún no lo tienen. Muchas gracias y siempre van a ser bienvenidas a nuestra comunidad. Gracias.
Qué cama rica.
Sí, unos 40 digo yo. Más.